Well, hey there. Welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. I'm the mom and I do the movie reviews. And today, the movie I'm reviewing is called The Miracle Club. This very sweet film is being released by Sony Pictures in select theaters on July 14th, 2023, and then it'll go to streaming. The movie is rated PG-13 and is an hour and 31 minutes. My movie review mom grade is a B plus. I thought it was really sweet, but it's not for everyone. Let me get into that. I'm going to give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked and didn't like, as well as offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, interesting lines, funny lines, and recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also enjoy. All right, ready to dive in? In a nutshell, this was a project 17 years in the making. Finally, all of the pieces came together for production and distribution. Lourdes, France, is known as a city of pilgrimage for miracles, especially for Catholics. In this story, some women of Ballygar, Ireland, want to go there to taste freedom and to get some miracles in their own life. The lovely film was directed by Thaddeus O'Sullivan. Doesn't that sound Irish? Thaddeus O'Sullivan. Writing credits go to Joshua D. Maurer, Timothy Prager, and Jimmy Smallhorn. All right, so let me give you some tips for parents. While I thought it was an enjoyable movie, I recognize that some kids will be really bored, especially boys, I think, because it's kind of a women's movie and there's not big action or anything like that. It's very tender-hearted and sweet and probably a little too slow moving for kids. We see people in towels getting into a bathtub. They keep the towels on so we don't see any nudity. There is talk of abortion and miscarriage. People talk of someone who drowned in the sea. There's no profanity, but we also see a group of people at a funeral. Some of the themes that are illustrated really well are regrets, family, reconciliation, hope, miracles, of course, friendship, faith, guilt, death, healing, peace, and forgiveness. So the list of things that I really liked is pretty long. First of all, the cast is wonderful and includes several Academy Award winners, such as Kathy Bates, Maggie Smith, Stephen Lee, and Laura Linney. And they all, of course, give fantastic performances in this film. Others to round out the cast are Agnes O'Casey, Mark O'Halloran, Mark McKenna, and we even get to hear Kathy Bates sing, which first I was like, is that her real voice? And then as I listened, it sounded like her real voice to me. I was excited to see this movie, first of all, because it features so many incredible actresses and because we get to go to Ireland. I'm going there for the very first time in my life this summer, and I am so excited. We also get to go to beautiful Lourdes, France, and I'm going there this summer as well. And I've been trying to learn French on Duolingo. So of course I'm fluent, I've been doing it for just a couple of days. No, actually I'm on like a 176-day streak. I started January 1st, but my French is pretty not so great. But anyway, I'm excited to be there. I've been there before, but I'm going to go to some new places where I haven't seen before. France is just gorgeous. Because of these two gorgeous destinations, there is some beautiful cinematography by John Conroy. The mystery in the story keeps us watching because we want to find out what caused the schism between certain characters. The film does an excellent job illustrating how everyone is in search of some kind of healing, whether it be physical, spiritual, or emotional. The movie meanders gently along with lovely music that perfectly supports each scene. That's a nice way of saying it moves fairly slowly, but it's okay because it's just a gentle journey. There's a sweet sense of sisterhood and friendship among the women in the story, each supporting one another in different ways. Now, with that praise, there were just a few things that I didn't like or thought could have been done better. For example, some of the accents are pretty thick, so it's hard to understand what many of the characters say sometimes. I found myself continually leaning in, like, wait, what'd they say? I mean, they're speaking English, but with thick Irish accents. And the actors who are not Irish did an excellent job and really made you feel like they were Irish women or Irish people. Almost all of the men in the movie are represented as awful misogynists or incapable dullards. And that always drives me nuts because I'm a mother of 4 sons, and none of my sons are that way. And I'm proud to say my husband is not that way either. And I think part of it is a generational thing. The movie takes place, I don't know, a number of years ago, it looks like to me. And I know there was a lot of that machismo attitude, and especially in certain countries, but that patriarchy was very, very strong and oppressive for women for centuries. Anyway, just a heads up on that. And then I would have loved to have just seen more of Ireland and France in background sceneries instead of having conversations, for example, inside hotel rooms. They could have been sitting outside in a, at a park or something, so we could have just seen more of the country because they're both just such gorgeous countries. All right, so whenever I watch a movie, I always write down funny lines and interesting lines just so I can share them with you so you can get a taste of the dialogue. So I have them all on my written website at moviereviewmom.com, but I'll share a few of them with you right now. So as I mentioned, some of these men are just, they don't know what to do with themselves unless there's a woman there doing it for them. And to be fair, they're mostly older gentlemen, older men who have been taken care of by their wives for decades. Anyway, so Lily Fox is played beautifully by Maggie Smith. She's such a national treasure. And she's saying to her husband, who's very alarmed that she's going to France. And she says, go back to bed, Tommy. You'll be safe there. And what's cute is later on, we see a scene and he's just in bed eating sweets and laughing and having a good old time. I thought that was really cute. One of the cute lines towards the very end of the movie is when Kathy Bates' character says to her husband, I think I had my miracle. I actually missed you. And then there's a very interesting line spoken by Maggie Smith, and she says, I guess there's always hope, even when you don't fully believe. And I love that because I think that's really true. And then I think my favorite line out of the entire movie is spoken by a Catholic priest, Father Dermot Byrne, and he's played by Mark O'Halloran. He says, you don't come to Lourdes for a miracle, Eileen. You come for the strength to go on when there is no miracle. I love that, right? That's a great line. All right, so let me give you some recommendations for some other miracle-based movies that I think you'll also enjoy. And some of these are based on true stories. For example, the first one is called Miracles from Heaven, and it is based on a true story, and it is so touching. Another true story is called Breakthrough. And then another true story about miracles is called Adeline. And they're all very touching, very sweet. And these aren't necessarily, some of them were looking for miracles, but some of them just experienced miracles. And then the last one is a movie called 17 Miracles. It will also touch your heart. Now, some of these are Christian based and some of them are not, but they certainly focus on faith and hope. And hope is my favorite theme in all of movies. So I hope that you enjoy this movie. If you get a chance to watch it, comment down below if you do and let me know what you thought of it. And when you get a minute, run over to Facebook and join my Movie Review Mom Facebook group, where we share memes and quotes and polls and all kinds of stuff about movies. All right, have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.